Hello, beautiful butterflies. Welcome. I'm out here on the beautiful Columbia River on my hot girl walk, enjoying the sunshine. And I just wanted to come to you guys and tell you something that I never thought that I would actually be sharing. But where I've been and where I'm at now. So I was diagnosed last October in 2025 with stage 2 metastatic breast cancer. And even though I live a very healthy lifestyle with my food, but I've had a lot of, I like to call it stinking thinking and patterns that actually were quite toxic for me. And I've been on this healing journey, as I've been sharing, where God has taught me a lot of things about fasting, prayer, energy work, and releasing things, and even generational trauma for the past 6 years intensely. I mean, honestly, my whole life, but for the past 6 years. But there's things that we're learning. We're always students, and there was patterns in my thinking, in my speaking, that actually caused me to get sick. So I had actually gone up to Alaska. I had an opportunity at the beginning of January 2025 to go work in Alaska at a heli ski company with these really cool people for a couple months in Valdez, Alaska. I'm going to put my glasses on. And I had been praying at the beginning of the year what God wanted me to do. Well, this opportunity opened right up. So I go up to Alaska. And previously to this, just like everyone else, I've had a considerable amount of stress, but I had really cleaned things up in my life. And when I went to Alaska, I was teaching yoga every morning. So I was waking up at like 5 for 81 days straight, and I was doing massage therapy. And if you've been up to Alaska, it's beautiful, but it's not the raw living food place. So I did bring some of my supplements, but very quickly I was not able to do my juices. I found myself being completely exhausted. I wasn't able to have the recharging alone time that I needed. Everyone that worked with me are lovely people, but they are not on the same energy as me. It's a very hedonistic alcohol, drugs lifestyle, and I kind of fell back into some drinking, some smoking cannabis, and the whole time I was like, I don't want to do this. This isn't me. But when you surround yourself with this environment by osmosis, you begin to change. That's why you need to be careful who you are around and treat yourself like you're a temple and you're valuable. Whoever you're around and the environment for a consistent period of time, you want to make sure it's conducive to the life that you are creating. So I was drinking non-organic copious amounts of coffee every morning because I was tired. I mean, like 5-6 cups, and that's extremely acidic. I even was eating meat because we had 5-star chefs cooking. I tried to I was trying to eat vegan during the day as much as I could. But I was eating tons of sugar. They had an amazing pastry chef, then it was giving me false energy, and I was kind of disassociating to get through it, but having fun too, but not rightly aligned fun. It's like you have to get high to really enjoy yourself, and that's not the place you want to be. So there was a sauna there, and we used to do sauna, and of course I'm not going to go in the sauna with no clothes on because I have a bunch of male coworkers. And I went into the sauna with a friend of mine, and she liked to do an hour and a half, which is way too long to be in 120 degrees. And so I'm in there, and this particular day I decided not to put on my bathing suit, but to wear a plasticky xenoestrogen bra that I had gotten from Walmart, this sports bra that had sparklies all over it that I thought was so cute. Well, 45 minutes into the sauna, my nipples started burning on fire. burning. I mean, I was like, it was hurting so bad. So I was pulling it away from me. I went outside in the snow. Within 2 days, I noticed a lump in my left breast and my nipple began to invert. So, and I was tired. I was like extremely tired. There was a couple more weeks left in the work and I finished it. And then when I got home, I was just tired and I never seemed to regain my energy. And I thought that maybe I was having parasites, and I would try to do my juice fast, but I couldn't get longer than 11 days because I was just wiped out and I felt like I was dying. So long story short, I started to get sick through the summer. Like every person that had a cold, I was having all sorts of headaches. My immune system would kick it, but I would catch it very easily, which isn't like me. So in September, I was like, great, I better make an appointment because the lump wasn't getting smaller. It was there and it seemed bigger. And I was putting castor oil on it off and on. So I go in and then the doctor, of course, tells me that I have breast cancer and that I'm not going anywhere. And that's a huge shock to your system. And I just want to honor doctors, but the whole way that the system works is extremely traumatic. I mean, they're only working with what the studies say. And, you know, I think they're doing the best. I want to always think the best in their scope of practice. And honestly, some doctors save people's lives. So the fall's going on. I'm really feeling just like so much spiritual warfare inside. But what it was is, now I'm on the other end of it, is that there was things in me that weren't resonating where God's taking me, and they needed to die. And in Chinese medicine, the parts of our body represent something. Well, the left breast represents your feminine energy and receiving. And my job as a massage therapist is giving. And with my kids, giving. As a single mom, giving. And it just accumulated in my body. And this is like a big wake-up call saying, no. And I know some of you out there are going through similar situations where your body is telling you, it's talking to you that you are wrongly aligned and you've got to stop and redo everything. So through the fall, I had gone to my local doctors. They were just terrible. I mean, it took everything they were telling me. They wanted me to do 20 weeks of chemotherapy for stage 2 breast cancer. And I was like, no. I went to several naturopaths. I was spending thousands of dollars on the naturopathic, and it was almost too much for my body, you know. So I waited. I kept looking for better doctors that would take it out, just do the surgery without all the protocol that they wanted me to do. And I finally, like about 6 months into it, I found the doctor team that I worked with that's a couple hours away from where I live. They're wonderful. They were the best doctors, and I was praying, and I had a lot of people praying for me. But meanwhile, through this whole journey, I mean, I've learned so much about how resting, because there was things I just couldn't do, and how God providing for me, and forgiveness, and patterns, and stinking thinking because of childhood trauma and even adult trauma. And even going through this, it's traumatizing. So if you are on this journey right now, I totally understand, but you can get through it. You can get through it with the grace of God, with mindset practices. Your mind is powerful. Your words are powerful. Your heart is powerful. We are made and created in the image of God. And we are put on this planet not to be destroyed, but to thrive and to dominate and take dominion as beautiful women, no matter what age you are. You know, this is the thing. I mean, so digressing back to the cancer, I found these doctors. They did want me to they told me 8 rounds of chemotherapy. I was very resistant to it, and I had been doing all my juicing, my supplements, prayer meditation, coffee enemas, detox baths, all these things. IVs, vitamin C IVs, turmeric, which was really good. The turmeric IV was really good. They were costing me like thousands of dollars though, out of pocket, and my body, it was almost too much it was hitting my body so much. And really, I just needed to calm my nervous system down and rest so I can absorb everything. Because when we're in fight or flight and our cortisol's too high, the cortisol actually puts a film around your cells. So no matter what you're eating, you're not going to absorb it. So I talked to my doctors. My surgeon she was amazing, and she had cancer previously, and she talked to me for 3 hours about everything. And I kept feeling intuitively, but I didn't want to, but I was having dreams that I needed to do a little bit of the stronger medicine, which was the chemotherapy. And to be honest, I was so scared. But I ended up doing 5 rounds of heavy duty chemo. I didn't lose all of my hair. I used a cold cap, and I've also been doing my hair oil, but it's been like about 2.5 months, and my hair's so thick, growing back beautifully, super curly, so thick. So, and I was tired, my tummy, but even during the chemotherapy, I learned a lot about what I could do to support my body, support my digestive system, and support my mind. So I will be teaching that on later videos for those of you that are going through chemotherapy. So I did 5 rounds. I didn't do all 8 because I knew intuitively that cancer was shrinking, and it was turning over when it was diagnosed at 68 to 70%. But the whole entire time, almost a year, it actually, when it was first diagnosed, it was detected in one lymph, and then in the tumor. And it actually didn't go anywhere. And then by the end, it was like, I just had my surgery, my lumpectomy, to get it taken out. It was microscopically in one lymph. There was hardly anything, but they took 4 out. And then they took it out of the breast, which you can hardly even tell, because I had a wonderful plastic surgeon give me reconstructive surgery too, which was a blessing. So here I am, I'm 50 years old, but even like if you didn't know me, you wouldn't know I was going through this, because I've been juicing, I've been praying and meditating, I've been eating my raw living foods as much as I can, some cooked foods. When you're going through chemotherapy, your digestive system is very sensitive, so I was doing more cooked foods during that time, and resting, and just allowing the healing to go, and also praying and just asking God to show me where I have been out of alignment and realigning. So, because when we have subconscious patterns of defeat or self-sabotage, no matter what you are doing in the natural, until you clear that energetically, you're going to manifest that, and that's what's happened. So this has been my hero's journey. But here I am today, August 8th, 8/8, Lionsgate, new beginning, baby, and I am waking up, and I am stronger than ever and more beautiful. And this is my hero's journey. This is my testimony. And by God's grace, I'm going to be able to help thousands of other women restore their health, their spirit, their life, and their mind back to their dreams. So that's where I've been. I just had my surgery. I'm free and clear of all cancer. I'm going to be uploading more videos, videos, shorts on different practices that I use to heal you, regulate your weight, get your nervous system on board, to healing, thriving, coming out of the cocoon that you are stuck in, the stagnant thought patterns of old wounded trauma bonds and everything. So I hope this helps. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. I'm happy to see you guys again. And if you are new to my channel, welcome, beautiful butterflies. Sending you all lots of love and light. Blessings. Shalom.